You come home after a long, exhausting day, weaving through the city's endless traffic jams, your mind still replaying the honking horns and flashing lights. All you want is to finally relax, to leave the chaos of the streets behind. But as you step inside, you spot an official envelope from the traffic authority waiting for you on the table, a small, ominous reminder that the city's watchful eye follows you home. Inside, you find a photo of your car, a timestamp, and a fine for a violation you barely remember. Maybe it was a split-second decision at a yellow light, or a moment of confusion in a maze of new road signs. You wonder, how could a camera possibly know what really happened in that moment? Was there an emergency, a sudden stop, or something the photo can't show? The image is clear, but the story behind it is missing. More and more cities, especially in China, are rolling out these smart traffic systems, sold as tools for safety, efficiency, and progress. They promise to reduce accidents, keep traffic flowing, and make life easier for everyone. But these systems are also relentless enforcers, issuing fines automatically, day and night, without pause or human judgment. The cameras never sleep, and the algorithms never forget. We're told that machines are objective, that they treat everyone the same. But is that really true? Or are we simply trading old problems, like human error and bias, for new, hidden ones built into the code, invisible to those being judged? The real issue isn't just the fine, it's the feeling of being judged by a system you can't question, a process you can't see or understand. There's no one to hear your explanation, no room for context or compassion. There's no officer to explain your side, no chance to plead your case or clarify what really happened. The human element is gone, replaced by silent, unblinking machines. You're just a data point in a vast, automated network, a single entry in a database that grows larger every day. Your story is reduced to numbers, your actions to patterns. This is the new reality. Algorithms penalize us, and we're left wondering if life is truly safer or if it's just become more stressful and expensive. The pressure to obey every rule perfectly, every second, can feel overwhelming. We need to ask, how do these systems really work? Who designs them? Who benefits? And who gets hurt when mistakes are made or when the system is unfair? This isn't just about tickets, it's about fairness, accountability, and the kind of society we want to build. It's about whether technology serves us or if we end up serving it. The story of smart traffic lights shows how good intentions, when mixed with opaque algorithms and unchecked automation, can create new, unequal problems, ones that affect us all, often in ways we never expected. Smart traffic lights look ordinary, but they're packed with tech. High-res cameras, sensors, radar, and even microphones. These devices capture every detail. Your license plate, car model, speed, and position, all in real time. Data streams to a central hub where powerful computers analyze citywide traffic as a single living system. The goal? Optimize flow, reduce gridlock, and make commutes faster. But the same data used to manage traffic is also used for automated law enforcement. Every move is tracked and judged against strict rules. The system isn't just a manager, it's a surveillance machine. Every driver becomes a subject of analysis, their actions measured and stored. This dual purpose, efficiency and enforcement, is key to understanding these systems. Once the data is collected, the real work begins. AI takes over, sifting through mountains of footage and sensor readings in seconds. But remember, this isn't a conscious mind making decisions. It's a complex algorithm, built and trained on millions of traffic scenarios, learning patterns and rules from endless examples. The AI has a strict definition of normal behavior. Stop before the line, obey the speed limit, stay in your lane, and follow the signals. Anything outside these boundaries is flagged as suspicious. It scans every video frame, analyzing each car's position and movement with mathematical precision, never tiring or losing focus. The system cross-checks your movement with the color of the light, your speed, and your lane, instantly flagging any action that breaks the rules it's been taught. If you cross the stop line on red, accelerate above the speed limit, or slip into a bus lane reserved for public transport, the system's cameras capture your license plate, and an automated process generates a ticket. No human needed. But here's the catch. The AI doesn't understand context. It can't see the bigger picture or the reasons behind your actions. It doesn't know if you moved aside to let an ambulance pass in an emergency, or if you had to brake suddenly because a child darted into the street, forcing you to react in a split second. All it sees are numbers, your car's position, speed, and the color of the light at that moment. The human story is lost in translation. There's no room for gray areas, no space for empathy or human judgment. The system is designed to be black and white. Every situation is forced into a binary choice, guilty or not guilty, with no consideration for circumstances. Once you're flagged, the process is fully automatic. The ticket is sent out, often before you even realize what happened. And you're left to deal with the consequences of a machine's decision, with little chance to explain your side. In the end, the human reality behind every violation, the fear, the quick decisions, the reasons, remains invisible to the algorithm, lost in a sea of data. Automated enforcement doesn't impact everyone equally. Low-income families feel the sting of fines most. What's a minor annoyance for some can be a major setback for others. Working mothers and caregivers, juggling complex trips and emergencies, are often penalized for small human errors. Cameras are often concentrated in dense, lower-income neighborhoods, creating a feedback loop of fines and financial strain. The system is built for an idealized, predictable driver, rarely the reality for gig workers, parents, or those with complicated lives. The algorithm's lack of context means it punishes those already facing the toughest challenges. The burden falls hardest on those least able to bear it. Imagine you stop just over the line because the car ahead slammed its brakes. The camera sees a violation, not your split-second safety decision. Or you're waiting to turn left, stuck in the intersection when the light turns red. Again, the camera sees only a rule broken. The system reduces driving to a pass-fail test, ignoring the real-world complexity of every moment. Drivers manage risk, make quick choices, and adapt to chaos. The camera sees only static snapshots. This disconnect leads to fines that feel deeply unfair. The machine can't comprehend the messy reality of the road. It punishes drivers for situations beyond their control. The result? Frustration, resentment, and a sense that the system is rigged. The human experience is lost in the algorithm's cold logic. That's the heart of the problem. Where does your fine money go? Not just to city services. Private companies that build and run these systems often get a cut, sometimes a percentage of every ticket. The more fines, the more profit for them. This creates a troubling incentive: maximize violations, not safety. Companies may push for more cameras in confusing spots or set the system to flag even minor infractions. The focus shifts from safety to revenue. We need to ask, is this about public good or just a high-tech toll booth? Every fine is a human story. Each ticket handed out on these busy streets is more than just a number in a database. It's a moment in someone's life, often filled with stress, confusion, and sometimes even desperation. Mr. Wang, a delivery driver, got 3 fines at a poorly marked intersection, losing a week's pay for trying to keep traffic moving. For him, every minute counts, and a single mistake can mean the difference between making rent or falling behind. The pressure to deliver on time is relentless, and the city's automated eyes never blink. Ms. Chen, a mother, was fined for stopping in a bus lane while her baby choked. In that terrifying moment, her only thought was her child's safety. The system, however, saw only a rule broken, not a mother's fear or a child's life at risk. The system saw only a violation, not a crisis. Cameras and algorithms can't understand panic, urgency, or compassion. They simply record and penalize. Appeals are slow, confusing, and rarely successful. Many drivers feel lost in a maze of bureaucracy, with little hope of overturning a decision made by a machine. Older drivers like Mr. Lee, once confident, now feel anxious and powerless as the system penalizes them for minor mistakes. Years of experience behind the wheel are suddenly overshadowed by the fear of an unseen, unforgiving judge. The real cost isn't just money. It's stress, anxiety, and lost trust in public systems. People begin to question whether the rules are truly fair or if they're just another obstacle in daily life. When technology ignores human context, it creates a colder, more punitive world. Streets become less about community and more about compliance. These aren't rare exceptions. They're the predictable result of algorithmic enforcement. The system is designed for efficiency, not understanding. The fines are automatic, but the hardship is deeply personal. Each notification is a reminder that the city is watching, but not listening. People feel watched, judged, and powerless. The sense of being constantly monitored erodes trust and makes every journey a source of worry. The system's efficiency comes at the expense of empathy. In the pursuit of order, we risk losing sight of the people these systems are meant to serve. We must remember, behind every ticket is a person, not just a data point. Every story matters, and every life deserves understanding. That's the true cost of automation. When we forget the human behind the wheel, we risk building cities that are efficient, but not humane. While we push for change, there are ways to protect yourself now. Be extra cautious at intersections with cameras. Treat painted lines as electric fences. Share knowledge. Talk to others. Use online forums to map ticket traps. And learn which intersections are risky. If you get a fine, review the evidence closely. Gather your own photos or dashcam footage to show context. Don't give up on appeals. Document everything, especially if the intersection is confusing or you faced an emergency. Consider a dashcam. It records your perspective and can be crucial evidence if you're unfairly fined. A dashcam is your personal witness against the machine. Stay informed, stay connected, and help others do the same. Collective knowledge is your best defense. Until the system changes, vigilance is your shield. We can't stop smart traffic tech, but we can demand it works for us, not just against us. Transparency is key. We deserve to know how algorithms work, what data they use, and who profits. Public contracts and rules shouldn't be secrets. Appeals must be simple, fair, and reviewed by real people who can consider context. The goal should be fewer violations, not more fines. This is about the kind of cities we want. Empowering, not punitive. By raising our voices and sharing our stories, we can demand accountability and fairness. The conversation starts now, with all of us.